Jesus taught us to better ourselves every day through his words and actions, which have been documented in the Bible. He emphasized the importance of self-reflection, love, and compassion, and provided guidance on how to cultivate these qualities. One of the key ways Jesus taught us to better ourselves is by encouraging us to examine our own hearts and minds, rather than judging others. In the Gospel of Matthew, Jesus says, "Why do you look at the speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the plank in your own eye?" Matthew 7:3. This teaching reminds us that we should focus on our own flaws and weaknesses, rather than trying to fix others. Jesus also taught us the importance of humility and recognizing our own limitations. In the Gospel of Luke, he tells the parable of the Pharisee and the tax collector, where the Pharisee boasts about his own righteousness, while the tax collector humbly acknowledges his sins. Luke 18:9-14. Jesus praises the tax collector, saying that he is justified before God because of his humility. This teaching shows us that true self-improvement comes from recognizing our own weaknesses and being willing to learn and grow. Another way Jesus taught us to better ourselves is by emphasizing the importance of love and compassion. In the Gospel of John, he says, "Love one another as I have loved you," John 15:12. This teaching reminds us that our actions towards others should be guided by love and kindness, rather than selfishness or self-interest. By treating others with love and compassion, we not only improve their lives, but also our own. When we show kindness and empathy towards others, it helps to break down our own defenses and opens us up to new experiences and relationships. Jesus also taught us the importance of forgiveness and letting go of grudges. In the Gospel of Matthew, he says, "If you forgive those who sin against you, your heavenly Father will forgive you," Matthew 6:14. This teaching reminds us that holding on to resentment and anger can be toxic to our own well-being, and that forgiveness is a key part of personal growth and healing. When we forgive others, we release the burden of resentment and create space for new relationships and experiences. In addition to these teachings, Jesus also modeled a lifestyle of simplicity, humility, and service. He lived a simple life, without many possessions or worldly status, and yet he was able to touch the hearts of countless people through his words and actions. He showed us that true fulfillment and joy come not from external sources, but from within, and that we can find happiness and purpose by living a life of service and compassion towards others. Ultimately, Jesus taught us that bettering ourselves is not just about achieving personal success or happiness, but about becoming more like him. He said, "If anyone wants to follow me, he must deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me," Mark 8:34. This teaching reminds us that true self-improvement requires sacrifice and self-denial, and that we must be willing to let go of our own ego and desires in order to follow Jesus and become the best version of ourselves. In conclusion, Jesus taught us to better ourselves every day through his words and actions, which emphasize the importance of self-reflection, love, compassion, humility, forgiveness, and service. By following his teachings and modeling our lives after his, we can cultivate the qualities that will help us to grow and become more like him. As we strive to become better versions of ourselves, we must remember that it is a daily process, and that every day provides a new opportunity to learn, grow, and become more like Jesus. By embracing this journey of self-improvement, we can experience the joy, peace, and fulfillment that come from living a life that is guided by Jesus' teachings.